walk down the path where the fireflies glow, where you held my hand so long ago. The swing still sways from that summer rain, carrying echoes of a sweet refrain.
I saw your ribbon tangled in the breeze, just like the past that won't release. Every root and branch remembered you, every shadow whispered what we once knew.
We tried to hold on through every storm, but even warm hearts can't always stay warm. So we said goodbye beneath the old oak tree, where love once bloomed so wild and free. Your trembling voice, your tear-filled eyes still haunt the nights in autumn skies. A chapter closed, though it shouldn't be, the day we said goodbye beneath the old oak tree. I trace our names carved side by side, the letters faded like the tears we cried. I prayed the time would rewind the pain, but even oak leaves fall like gentle rain.
I held your hands though the truth was clear. We lost our way through the passing years, and though I wished you'd stay somehow, our broken love can't be mended now.
We held on tight, but slipped apart. Two weary souls, one shattered heart. So we said goodbye beneath the old oak tree, where dreams once danced so tenderly. The wind stood still, the world felt small as silent tears began to fall. A love undone that used to be, the day we said goodbye beneath the old oak tree. If I walk back down that dusty lane,
My heart would tremble at the joy and pain.
but some goodbyes never truly fade.
They live in the shade that the old oak made.
Now we stand with memories held tight, two shadows fading in the evening light. Though life moves on, it's clear to me, part of our hearts will always be where we said goodbye beneath the old oak tree. I crossed the county border with a suitcase in my hand, chasing dreams that whispered louder than the quiet southern land. But the moment that I left you, something shifted in my mind. Now I'm miles away from the heart I left behind. I watched you fade to shadows on that long and dusty road. Told myself to stay strong, though the truth was hard to hold. Every sunset in our hometown keeps your memory intertwined, though you're miles away from the heart you left behind. Miles away from the heart I left behind. Runaway dreams tangled up in time. I thought the world would heal the ache inside, but every mile just deepens the divide. Now I'm lost in a place I'll never call mine. Miles away from the heart I left behind. Played my songs for strangers in a bar on Union Street, but no applause could drown the echo of our two-step beat. The neon lights were blinding, but your memory kept me kind. Still I'm miles away from the heart I left behind. I kept your old flannel hanging by the window frame, like a ghost of Sunday mornings whispering in your name. I try to move on slowly, but true love's not redesigned. Feels like you're miles away from the heart you left behind. Miles away from the heart I left behind. Runaway dreams tangled up in time. I thought the world would heal the ache inside, but every mile just deepens the divide. Now I'm lost in a place I'll never call mine. The hills of our minds. Miles away from the heart I left behind. But tonight I feel a shift inside. If you'll forgive the distance and the reckless pride, I'll take the first train home at sight. No more running from the love that's mine. No more bound from the heart I left behind. whistle cried at break of dawn. I felt the steel beneath my boots. You held my hand but tried to smile while I chased dreams in worn-out suits. The train pulled out, I waved to you as the valley slowly disappeared. Never knew a goodbye whispered soft could ring so heavy in my ears.
The dust still hangs along that track where your shadow faded in the light. I stood there till the morning wind turned the sunrise into night. I kept your jacket by the door, your coffee cup still on the shelf. Somehow loving you from far away made me stronger than myself.
The train took me to the city, but my heart stayed home, where the fields still hum the songs we've always known. These neon lights can't warm my soul like your embrace or the soft glow of our old home place. No matter how far these rails may roam, the train took me to the city, but my heart stayed home.
The sidewalk crowds don't know my name. They rush like storms across my mind. I work till dusk and count the days till I leave this city far behind.
Your letters smell of summer rain and wildflowers near our broken gate. Now they're the only things that comfort me when the nights run long and late.
I walk the porch at eventide, hoping someday you'll abate. The swinging gate creaks soft and slow, just like when you were near.
The fireflies dance across the lane as if they guard the path you chose. Every glow reminds my heart that true love never really goes. The train took me to the city, but my heart stayed home, where your memory sings in every twilight tone. In every step I take, I feel your spirit trace a promise time will never erase. Though towers rise and engines grow, the train took me to the city, but my heart stayed home. Someday I'll buy a one-way ride back down the tracks to your side, where city noise fades into grace and love finds its rightful place. The train took me to the city, but my heart stayed home, and soon these wheels will carry me back where I belong. To the porch light glowing through the dusk, to the hands I hold, to the love I trust. No journey ends until love seeds are sown. The train took me to the city, but my heart stayed home. Mama used to hum by the window in the morn, soft as cotton clouds on the day we were born. Her voice filled the kitchen like a warm summer breeze, lifting every worry, setting gentle hearts at ease. Daddy rose early with the weight of a lamb, the calf's palms trembling, but he never let it show in his hands. He'd kiss Mama's cheek, then step out to the day, holding all his heartache, just one quiet tear away. Songs Mama sang, tears Daddy hid away, two kinds of love that shaped who we are today. One healed the soul, one held the world at bay. Songs Mama sang, tears Daddy hid away. You'd walk me home down those fields of gold, telling stories Daddy kept tucked, never told. But Mama's lullabies carry truth so clear, that love ain't always laughter, sometimes it's holding fear. I learned from him to stand tall even when I shook, to hide the storms inside when no one else would look. But darling, when I met you, all the walls fell down. Your voice felt like Mama's, soft enough to calm me down. Songs Mama sang, tears Daddy hid away, two hearts in harmony in their own tender way. One lit our nights, one taught us how to stay. Songs Mama sang, tears Daddy hid away. Now as we stand where our parents once stood, trying our best to love honest and good, I'll let Mama's melody guide every word I say, and let Daddy's silent courage lead me day by day. Songs Mama sang, tears Daddy hid away, the echoes keep on living as our hearts hum and pray. Through every joy and sorrow, come what may, we'll sing Mama songs and cradle Daddy's tears away. I kept the porch light burning, though the nights were cold and long. Rocking on this old pine swing, humming our forgotten song. Neighbors said you'd never come back, that hope was fading too. But darling, I still left that little golden light for you. I wandered far from home, trying to mend a restless soul. But every sunset whispered all the love I couldn't hold. When I saw that porch light shining through the midnight blue, I knew this weary heart of mine was meant to come back home to you. That porch light waited for you through every storm I stumbled through. A gentle glow in the dark of night, a promise warm and soft and bright. No matter how far my footsteps flew, that porch light waited for you. I'd pour a cup of coffee just in case tonight was a night. Set 2 chairs by the window where the stars were shining bright. I whispered to the heavens, bring him safely back again, and prayed that broken roads would guide your shadow home, my friend. I carried all my failures like a weight upon my back. I almost turned away, afraid you'd never want me back. But then that fateful light stood steady, like a truth I always knew. You were standing on the doorstep with a love that still felt true. That porch light waited for you through every storm I stumbled through. A gentle glow in the dark of night, a promise warm and soft and bright. No matter how far my footsteps flew, that porch light waited for you. I'm home now, darling, if your heart still feels the same. I never stopped believing you'd come back through all the pain. Let's start again together under skies so wide and blue. The porch light led us homeward to a love both old and new. That porch light waited for you, a steadfast flame the whole world knew. It kept its glow when hope grew thin, a beacon calling you back in. Now here we stand with love renewed. That porch light waited for you. Maybe love still waits around the bend, on the back roads where our love once lived. The sun peeks over the amber fields, and the rooster starts his tune. The morning cows walk slow and soft through the dew of early June. Their gentle calls across the land make the whole world feel just right. That's how every day begins before the evening candlelight. I lace my boots and step outside, smell the hay and waking earth. A quiet peace the city folks could never measure with their worth. The hillside breeze, it lifts my soul, turns the dark of life to bright. From morning cows to the soft embrace of evening candlelight. Oh, morning cows and evening candlelight, simple things that guide me through the night. From sunrise gold to moon so white, love feels warm and true and right. I've got all I need in sight. Morning cows and evening candlelight. You're waiting by the kitchen door with a smile I know by heart. A pot of coffee gently steams, a brand new day about to start. We talk of dreams and weather signs and hold each other tight till chores are done and we settle down in evening candlelight. Kids run round the wooden porch, chasing fireflies glowing blue. The cattle rest beneath the stars and the night wind whispers through. You place your hand inside of mine and everything feels right. Life's sweetest scenes are always found in morning cows and evening candlelight. Oh, morning cows and evening candlelight, simple things that guide me through the night. From sunrise gold to moon so white, love feels warm and true and right. I've got all I need in sight. Morning cows and evening candlelight. Maybe someday we'll grow old, but still I'll hold you near. This quiet farm, this gentle love, it's the song I always hear. Oh, morning cows and evening candlelight, they've carried us through wrong and right. If heaven's kind when our time's in sight, let it look a bit like this place tonight with morning cows and evening candlelight. I've been walking down the back road where the dusk begins to fall, where the fireflies light memories I didn't choose at all. The porch still holds your shadow, though the years keep passing by. Just a man with broken heartbeats under endless country skies. I've been staring out the window where your boots once marked the floor, where the whisper of your leaving still drifts beneath the door. Every night I find myself asking all the quiet whys. Just a girl with lonely heartbreak under wide old country skies. Broken hearts in country skies, where our love once learned to rise. Two souls tangled, torn apart, still echo in this aching heart. There's a quilt of faded starlight where we used to dream as one, where your laughter warmed the valley like the first touch of the sun. Now the moon just feels much colder, though it hangs so high, shining down on all the heartache in these quiet country skies. I keep walking past the cornfields where we kissed at 17, where the summer held our secrets in a golden peaceful sheen. But time can turn the sweetest love into a last goodbye. Now I wander through the memories in these silent country skies. Broken hearts and country skies, country skies. If the wind carried my voice, would you answer one more time?
If I met you where we parted, would your hand still reach for mine?
Or would we find the past too heavy for the hope we tried? Still drifting like old teardrops in the open country sky. Broken hearts in country skies, where truth lives and sorrow lies. We loved too deep, we tried so hard, but time can bruise the softest heart. Still every star reminds our eyes we're forever under broken hearts in country skies. I left this old dirt highway trying to outrun all the pain, but every mile I wander just brings me back again. The moonlight on my windshield whispers your name soft and slow, and I swear I hear your heartbeat in the fields I used to know.
I watched you fade to shadows on that long September dawn. Your boots kicked up the memories of a love already gone. But every night I'm praying, hoping fate ain't torn us apart, 'cause this porch light keeps on burning for your broken traveling heart.
Homebound dreams and a shattered heart, two lonely souls still miles apart. But the wind through these old pine trees still sings of you and me. If the road leads you back, I'll play my part. Homebound dreams can heal a shattered heart. I've crossed 1,000 cities, chased the neon in the rain, but nothing feels like sunlight on our fields of golden grain. I'm coming back with nothing but regrets packed in my case, hoping you'll still see the man you love behind this weathered face.
I kept your flannel jacket on the hook beside the door, the one you wore that summer when you said you'd love me more. And though you left me crying, life felt colder when you'd gone, but my heart still beats the rhythm of the love we built upon.
Homebound dreams and a shattered heart, two lonely souls still miles apart. But the wind through these old pine trees still sings of you and me. If the road leads you back, I'll play my part. Homebound dreams can heal a shattered heart. I'm coming home, darling, if you'll take my hand again.
I've kept a space beside me for the place where you had been.
Maybe time can mend the pieces that we broke in two, and the home we dreamed together might still lead us back to you. Homebound dreams and a shattered heart, finding their way from distant parts. Let the night fall soft and kind, let forgiveness ease our minds. If love's still here, we'll make a brand new start. Homebound dreams can heal a shattered heart. I still remember that dusty road where I kissed you soft beneath the stars. You held my hand and whispered low, promise me you won't go too far. But the city called with neon dreams, a shining world I couldn't resist. Now every night I lie awake, wondering about the lips I miss.
I watched you board that westbound train. My tears fell quiet on the ground. You waved at me through the window glass, while my heart broke without a sound.
The farmhouse feels too big these days. The porch light burns, but you're not near. And every breeze through the meadow grass whispers your name for me to hear. City lights took you far from my arms, but they can't dim the love we made back home. we're tied by the stars. City lights took you far from my arms.
These busy streets don't feel like home, just echoes of what I left behind. I chase my dreams but lose myself. Your memory's always on my mind.
I miss the smell of evening rain, the old wood fence, your gentle smile. If I could trade this city's glow, I'd run back home 1,000 miles. I kept your letters in a drawer, read them each night before I sleep. You say you're coming home someday, a promise that my heart will keep. City lights took you far from my arms, but you're the song this quiet town still hums. Skyscrapers tried to pull us apart, but love beats louder than the city drums. No matter how far or how long you're gone, city lights won't outshine what we've become.
Darling, when the dawn breaks warm and true,
follow that sunrise home to me, to you. City lights took you far from my arms, but they can't take the love in our memories. I walked up that old dirt hill where the sunrise paints the land, where you once held my trembling heart with your soft and steady hand. The grass still sways like memories that time just can't dismiss. Now all that's left is heartache on the hill where we first kissed.
I stood where the oak tree leans, where the wildflowers used to bloom, where every whispered promise felt like it could chase away the gloom. But dreams can break like brittle twigs beneath the tearful mist, and sorrow lingers heavy on the hill where we first kissed.
Heartache on the hill where we first kissed, where love was born in summer's mist. Two young souls with a hopeful start, now carrying pieces of a broken heart. The past still haunts us in the morning's twist. Heartache on the hill where we first kissed. I remember how you smiled when the fireflies lit the night, how the moon framed your silhouette like an angel caught in light.
Now the shadows feel much colder than the love we once risked,
leaving only echoes on the hill where we first kissed.
I kept your old bandana folded neatly by my bed, a tiny scrap of tenderness from the words we left unsaid.
But love can't bloom forever if the seasons turn too brisk. So I cry beneath the branches on the hill where we first kissed. Heartache on the hill where we first kissed, where love was born in summer's mist. Two young souls with a hopeful start, now carrying pieces of a broken heart. The past still haunts us in the morning's twist. Heartache on the hill where we first kissed.
If we climb that hill again, would the memories feel the same?
Would the wind still whisper softly as it called out both our names?
Or would we find the truth at last in the tear-stained morning's gist?
That love was meant to fade on the hill where we first kissed. Heartache on the hill where we first kissed, where time stands still in a mortal twist. We loved, we tried, but fate insists to leave heartache on the hill where we first kissed. Forever bound in a moment we missed. Heartache on the hill where we first kissed. I've been walking down the back road where the dust begins to fall, where the fireflies light memories I didn't choose at all. The porch still holds your shadow, though the years keep passing by. Just a man with broken heartbeats under endless country skies.
I've been staring out the window where your boots once marked the floor, where the whisper of your leaving still drifts beneath the door.
Every night I find myself asking all the quiet whys.
Just a girl with lonely heartbreak under wide old country skies.
Broken hearts and country skies, where our love once learned to rise. Two souls tangled, torn apart, still echo in this aching heart. No matter how the dawn replies, we're still living under broken hearts and country skies. There's a quilt of faded starlight where we used to dream as one, where your laughter warmed the valley like the first touch of the sun.
Now the moon just feels much colder, though it hangs so high,
shining down on all the heartache in these quiet country skies.
I keep walking past the cornfields where we kissed at 17, where the summer held our secrets in a golden peaceful sheen.
But time can turn the sweetest love into a last goodbye. Now I wander through the memories in these silent country skies. country skies, where our love once learned to rise. Two souls tangled, torn apart, still echo in this aching heart. No matter how the dawn replies, we're still living under broken hearts and country skies.
If the wind carried my voice, would you answer one more time?
If I met you where we parted, would your hand still reach for mine?
Or would we find the past too heavy for the hope we tried?
Still drifting like old teardrops in the open country sky. Broken hearts and country skies, where truth lives and sorrow lies. We love too deep, we tried so hard, but time can bruise the softest heart. Still every star reminds our eyes we're forever under broken hearts and country skies. I watched your shadow disappear through the noise of busy streets, where the city swallowed heartache and the truth cut far too deep. You said you needed breathing room, a place to chase your dreams somehow, and that's the day you left me in that crowded town, alone and hollow now.
Didn't mean to walk away, but my heart was torn in two, between the life I thought I wanted and the love I had with you. The city lights looked brighter than the life we settled down, so I left you there in silence, in that cold and crowded town.
The day you left me in that crowded town, the world kept moving while my heart broke down. People rushed past us, but time stood still. Love slipped away against our will. Two souls lost where the noise drowned out the sound of the day you left me in that crowded town. The neon signs kept flickering like the promises you made, and I wandered through the alleys where our memories started to fade. I tried to call your name out, but the wind just pushed me down. Guess even echoes couldn't find you in that heartless crowded town. I still hear your quiet pleading every night I close my eyes, and I wonder if you take me back, if I let go of my pride. 'Cause dreams don't shine like they used to when I'm lonely and worn down, since the day I left you crying in that unforgiving town. The day you left me in that crowded town, the world kept moving while my heart broke down. People rushed past us, but time stood still. Love slipped away against our will. Two souls lost where the noise drowned out the sound of the day you left me in that crowded town. Maybe someday roads will lead where broken hearts can mend, back to a porch where silence feels like a friend again.
If the Lord gives us the courage, we might find solid ground,
far away from the sorrow of that crowded, hopeless town. The day you left me in that crowded town, my world felt quiet though the streets were loud. But if love's still waiting in your chest somehow, I'll be right here if you come back around. We'll rewrite the ending if fate allows. From the day you left me, in that crowded town. These city lights are blinding, but they never warm my skin. I walk through crowded streets, yet feel the loneliness within. Every echo of a siren sounds like memories out of place, and I find myself still longing in the city's cold embrace. I left our little hometown for the dreams I thought were mine, chasing stages, chasing shadows, chasing days I can't rewind. But every nightfall in this city brings a chill I can't erase, 'cause I'm longing, darling, for your touch in this cold embrace. Longing for you in the city's cold embrace, where the lights shine bright, but the warmth is out of place. Two hearts apart in a world we tried to chase, still hearing echoes of a love we can't replace. No matter where these city streets may trace, I'm longing for you in the city's cold embrace. Your old flannel on my shoulders keeps me company at night. Feels like your arms around me when the world don't treat me right. But it's getting harder, darling, facing days without your face, as I wander through the shadows of this cold embrace. I played a worn-out melody in a backstreet midnight bar, but your voice came soft between the chords of my guitars. And suddenly the neon seemed to lose its charm and grace, 'cause love don't live easy in a city's cold embrace. Longing for you in the city's cold embrace, where the lights shine bright, but the warmth is out of place. Two hearts apart in a world we tried to chase, still hearing echoes of a love we can't replace. No matter where these city streets may trace, in the city's cold embrace. If you walked through my door, the cold would fade away. If you called out my name, I'd run home without delay. 'Cause love is stronger than the dreams we fail to face, and warmer than the city's cold embrace. Longing for you in the city's cold embrace, but now I feel the thaw begin to chase. If our hearts still beat for the same sweet place, let's leave behind this lonely maze. Hand in hand, let's rise and retrace all the longing left in the city's cold embrace. I still remember summer nights beside that old red barn, your laughter dancing in the dark, your hand warm in my arm. But seasons change like shifting winds, too fast for us to hold, and the barn door closed on our love before the story could unfold.
I wore that cotton dress you loved, the one you said felt home, and we talk about forever like two hearts that couldn't roam. But dreams can crack like weathered wood when push turns into shove, and the barn door swung shut slowly on the remnants of our love.
The barn door closed on our love like fate whispered from above. Two young hearts that tried to stay, but somehow slipped and lost their way. Now all we're thinking of is how the barn door closed on our love. I walk those dusty floorboards now, the ones that knew our feet, where moonlight through the rafters made the whole world soft and sweet. But echoes ain't the same as touch, no matter how they shove, like hollow sounds reminding me the barn door closed on love.
I kept the ribbon from that night, you tied it in my hair, a token of a promise that we swore we'd always share. But life pulled us in different ways, no matter how we strove, and the barn door locked behind us on the love we couldn't prove.
The barn door closed on our love like fate whispered from above. Two young hearts that tried to stay, but somehow slipped and lost their way. Now all we're thinking of is how the barn door closed on our love.
If I met you there again, would we rewrite the ending?
Would the years between our hearts finally start mending? Or would we feel the weight of time push back when we dreamed of quiet truth that nothing changed. The barn door closed on love. The barn door closed on our love, but still the memories rise above. In every star, in every night, in every fading porch light. Though we both moved on enough, I still feel the barn door close on our love. On the hill where the tall grass sways, I built a little home for two, with a rocking chair and a winding trail and a sky forever blue. The morning breeze brings meadow songs, soft as a newborn child. That's the place I learned that love can truly grow wild. I came along with a suitcase small, heart worn from the roads behind. But your gentle smile and the pinewood air gave peace I couldn't find. By the porch light glow you held my hand, my worries turned mild. In that home on the hill where our love grew wild. Oh, the home on the hill where love grows wild, where the wind sings sweet and the days stay mild, where the river below and the stars above, we learn the meaning of simple love. Yes, darling, life turns soft in style. In our home on the hill where love grows wild. Cattle roam the golden slope and the barn doors creak just right. I watch you hang the curtains new in the blush of evening light. Your laughter dances through the air, free and undefiled. It blesses every board and beam where our love grows wild. Table set with quiet grace, the kind Mama used to choose, while the kettle hums a gentle tune and the sky turns sunset hues. When you walk in from the fields below, wearing that dusty smile, my heart blooms again like spring where our love grows wild. Oh, the home on the hill where love grows wild, where the wind sings sweet and the days stay mild, with the river below and the stars above, we learn the meaning of simple love. Yes, darling, life turns soft in style. In our home on the hill where love grows wild. Maybe the world moves fast and strange, but here time slows its pace. Every dream we've held so close found room in this quiet place. Oh, and a home on the hill where love grows wild, where your hand in mine still feels like a child's. And when silver lines touch our hair, someday we'll thank the Lord we found our way to that home on the hill so soft and mild, our forever place where love grows wild. down by the willow where the river bends so slow. I still hear your laughter in the ripples as they flow. We carved our hearts in cottonwood beside that water's frame, and those roots still hold the secrets where the river knows our name.
I walk along the shoreline where the grasses kiss the breeze, and every step reminds me of the love we lost with ease.
But even when the years roll on, the memories stay the same,
held gently by the current where the river knows our name.
Where the river knows our names, where love once burned like summer flame. Two young hearts in a world so wide, with nothing but hope on our side.
Though time has pulled us far away,
the river still calls out our names today. There's a hollow in the bank where we'd hide from summer heat, where you'd rest your head beside me, hear my heart in steady beat.
and though I walked 1,000 roads, not one felt quite the same
as the tender flowing whispers where the river knows our name.
I tried to chase new mornings, but they never felt as bright
As the dawn that kissed the water,
with you holding me so tight.
it's funny how the world can change, yet some things still remain, like the echo of our footsteps where the river knows our name. Where the river knows our names, where love once burned like summer flames. Two young hearts in a world so wide, with nothing but hope on our side.
Though time has pulled us far away,
The river still calls out our names today. If fate brought you back again, would you meet me in that place?
would the river wash our sorrow, help us mend what time erased?
Or would the water's gentle songs remind us we're not the same, though forever intertwined? Where the river knows our names, where the river knows our names, and nothing ever truly wanes. We loved, we lost, we tried to stay, but life pulled our hands away.
Yet in the heart of nature's veins,
We live forever, where the river knows our names. Out where the pasture meets the sky in shades of early morn, I hear your laughter drifting soft like summer fields reborn. And every breeze that brushes by still carries where we've been. Memories blooming gently in the pasture winds again.
I walk along the fences where we carved our names in pine. The sunlight paints the clover gold just like it did that time. I swear I feel your heartbeat in the rustling grass within.
Memories blooming softly in the pasture winds again. Memories blooming in the pasture winds, where love once grew and time began. Two hearts tangled in days gone by, like wildflowers reaching for the sky. Though the seasons fade, our story spins in memories blooming in the pasture wind. I see you in the shadows of the old red stable door, your cotton dress still fluttering like it did long years before. Sometimes the past won't let me go, it pulls me back within, to memories growing stronger in the pasture winds again. I kept your faded letter where you promised you'd return, but dreams blew off like petals in a storm we couldn't turn. Still I come back to these meadows where our love had once been, for memories bloom forever in the pasture winds again. Memories blooming in the pasture winds, where love once grew and time begins. Two hearts tangled in days gone by, like wildflowers reaching for the sky. Though the seasons fade, our story spins in memories blooming in the pasture wind. If I met you there today, would you still take my hand? Would the wind still weave our names through every grain of sand?
Or would we watch our yesterdays drift like leaves again,
still blooming ever bittersweet in the pasture wind? Memories blooming in the pasture winds, where heartache ends and hope begins. Though time may take what might have been, it brings us back to where we've been. Forever lost, forever pinned in memories blooming in the pasture wind. I woke to quiet on that summer morn. The porch was still, the sky was torn. Your suitcase missing from the old wood chair told me your heart wasn't staying here.
I traced the dust along that gravel road, left footprints fading where the sunrise glowed. I didn't turn back though my soul was weak, 'cause loving you hurt more than leaving this creek.
We loved too strong, we broke some goodbyes are built to last. On the day your footsteps left this town, all the colors turned to shades of brown. The church bell rang, but the song felt wrong. The wind stopped humming our old love song. My world fell quiet without a sound. On the day your footsteps left this town.
Your ribbons hanging on the maple tree, faded now like the promise you left with me. I still hear you calling in the evening rain, but shadows ain't voices, they won't ease the pain.
I kept your letter in a drawer of pine, every word trembling just like mine. I thought I'd find peace down the county line, but nothing's as heavy as a love resigned. We held on tight, but we slipped apart. Two wounded souls with a shattered heart. On the day your footsteps left this town, even the river quit running down. The fields turned gray, the lights went low, the porch lamp flickered like it used to glow. And nothing's been right since you've been gone. On the day your footsteps left this town. If you came back through that dusty lane,
would you forgive the hurt, the strain?
or would we break like we did before? Two echoes crying behind a closed door. On the day your footsteps left this town, the jukebox died in the old rundown. The sky turned pale, the nights grew long, and even hope forgot its song. But my heart still waits for the softest sound of your footsteps returning to this town. I walk those dusty back road miles where golden wheat still sways, where we carved our names on fence posts, dreaming of our younger days. But time can steal the brightest hopes and leave a heart unwound, like love we lost together in the fields of my hometown.
I still remember summer nights, the fireflies and your smile, your hand in mine, the promise that we'd stay for just a while. But life can pull two hearts apart, no matter how they're bound. And love slipped through our fingers in the fields of your hometown.
In the fields of your hometown, where wildflowers watched us drown. In dreams too big and fears too deep, in memories we still try to keep. Two shadows fields of your hometown.
I hear the midnight whistle from the train that took you far. You waved goodbye through teary eyes beneath the fading stars.
I stood alone among the rows where our secrets lay down, missing you like echoes in the fields of my hometown. I tried to build a life beyond the county line we knew, but every harvest moon brought back the memory of you. And though I walked new highways, still my heart came back around to the love we left behind in the fields of your hometown. In the fields of your hometown, where wildflowers watched us drown. In dreams too big and fears too deep, and memories we still try to keep, two shadows fading on the ground. Love lost in the fields of your hometown. If I met you there again, would we change the way it ends? Or would the winds of yesterday still scatter us like grains? Our hearts were young, our hopes unbound, but love got lost among the brown. In the fields of your hometown, where silence is the only sound. We love too soon, we learn too late. Some stories drift and fade with fate, yet still our hearts return somehow to love lost in the fields of your hometown. I still remember summer nights beside that old red barn, your laughter dancing in the dark, your hand warm in my arm. The seasons change like shifting winds, too fast for us to hold, and the barn door closed on our love before the story could unfold.
I wore that cotton dress you loved, the one you said felt home. And we talk about forever like two hearts that couldn't roam. But dreams can crack like weathered wood when push turns into shove, and the barn door swung shut slowly on the remnants of our love. The barn door closed on our love like fate whispered from above. Two young hearts that tried to stay, but somehow slipped and lost their way. Now all we're thinking of is how the barn door closed on our love. I walk those dusty floorboards now, the ones that knew our feet, where moonlight through the rafters made the whole world soft and sweet. But echoes ain't the same as touch, no matter how they shove, like hollow sounds reminding me the barn door closed on love. I kept the ribbon from that night, you tied it in my hair.
token of a promise that we swore we'd always share.
But life pulled us in different ways, no matter how we strove.
And the barn door locked behind us on the love we couldn't prove. The barn door closed on our love like fate whispered from above. Two young hearts that tried to stay but somehow slipped and lost their way. Now all we're thinking of is how the barn door closed on our love.
If I met you there again, would we rewrite the ending?
Would the years between our hearts finally start mending?
Or would we feel the weight of time, push back when we dreamed of
The quiet truth that nothing changed, the barn door closed on love. The barn door closed on our love, but still the memories rise above. In every star, in every night, in every fading porch light. Though we both moved on in love, I still feel the barn door close on our love. I came home tired from a long day's chore, boots dusty from the fields outside. But there you were on the front porch steps, with that smile I just can't hide. The evening breeze wrapped around us both, soft as the sunset's glow. And in that moment I remembered why I never let you go.
I've been waiting with a coffee cup, rocking slow in Daddy's chair, watching sparrows dance above the yard, hoping soon you'd be right there. Then your shadow crossed the gravel path, and my heart knew what it felt to fall in love all over again on those porch steps where we met.
Warm smiles on the front porch steps, where the day unwinds and the world forgets, where your hand in mine feels soft and true, and the old wood creaks like it knows us too. Love comes gentle, love never regrets, with warm smiles on the front porch steps.
Still remember our younger days, sneaking kisses after dark,
lantern glow and whispered dreams lit up our stumbling stars.
Now years have carved their stories deep, but time's been kind, I guess.
'Cause every night I still find home on those steps where my worries rest. And someday when our hair turns gray
we'll be sitting side by side with the same glow on our face.
Kids grown, life changed, but love remains where the quiet evening sweeps, and warm smiles on these porch steps guard the memories that we keep. Warm smiles on the front porch steps, where the crickets sing in the twilight west, where your arm around mine still feels like home, though the seasons change and the winds may roam. Nothing fades, nothing forgets these warm smiles on the front porch steps. So let the stars shine overhead, let the long night softly spread, for love lives where our hearts have met, in warm smiles on the front porch steps. There's an old white house on a gravel lane, where the roof still leaks when it starts to rain, but Mama keeps the porch light burning bright for the one she loves who roam in the night. I grew up watching shadows on the wall, waiting for your footsteps down the hall, but you left town chasing bigger dreams, while I stayed here with simple things. And the porch light never fades through lonely nights and passing days. It shines like hope we used to know, like summer winds from years ago. Even though your memory strays, that porch light never fades. Your jacket still hung on the second chair, dust on the sleeves, but I leave it there. Some nights I swear I hear your name, carried by the wind through the window frame. And the porch light never fades through heartbreaks cold and gentle sways. It glows for love that slipped away, but still I keep it lit each day, 'cause deep inside my heart still prays that porch light never fades. Maybe someday you'll return, when wandering feet begin to burn, and you'll see that little golden glow saying welcome home. I told you so. Yes, the porch light never fades through changing years and life's charades. your trail is laid. My porch light never fades. On this old front porch, where the evening settles slow, I rock in Mama's chair, watching soft stars glow. The boards may creak, but the memories stay strong of the life we built together, where our hearts belong.
I hear your gentle voice in every summer breeze, calling me back home from the far-off fields and seas.
This chair's been waiting for me, just like you through the years, holding all our laughter, our worries, and our tears. These rocking chair stories for the ones I hold dear, tales of love and struggle whispered soft and clear
Through the quiet of the night or the dawn drawing near,
we keep our hearts together right here, my dear.
I've rocked through storms and nights, I felt alone, till your footsteps sounded on that gravel stone.
You'd sit beside me, boots dusty from the road, telling how you carried love even with a heavy load. Now years have passed and the world has changed its song, but this porch feels steady where our souls belong.
I hold your hand gently, just like that first spring, when this chair rocked softly as we planned everything.
These rocking chair stories for the ones I hold dear, every hope and heartbreak laid open right here. From the cradle of our youth to the gray in our hair, our love keeps on swaying in this old rocking chair. Someday our children's children will sit where we are now,
hearing tales of country life and the love we vow.
and this chair will whisper all the things we knew,
That the strongest homes are built by hearts true and true.
these rocking chair stories for the ones I hold dear, a lifetime of devotion carved year by year.
As the fireflies glow
And the night draws us near, I'll keep telling our stories for the ones I hold dear. creekside, where the willows softly sway, where we carved our names together in a heart we thought would stay. But the breeze felt cold this morning, and the memories cut deep. Heartbreak beneath the willow, where our secrets used to sleep.
I still hear your gentle whisper in the rustle of the leaves, saying love would last forever as it drifted on the breeze. But forever's just a promise that this world won't always keep. Heartbreak beneath the willow, where the water runs so deep.
Heartbreak beneath the willow by the creek, where tears fall quietly and the river softly speaks. Two broken hearts, too tender to weep, lost in the shadows of the love we couldn't keep. Heartbreak beneath the willow by the creek. The sunlight through the branches feels like echoes of your smile, and I'd walk these banks forever just to feel your touch a while. But the distance grew between us like the current swift and steep. Heartbreak beneath the willow, where our promises now sleep.
I return here every season, though the years have drifted far, 'cause the creek still holds a memory of the way we used to are. And no matter where I wander, it's the place my sorrows keep. Heartbreak beneath the willow, where I learned how love can weep.
Heartbreak beneath the willow by the creek, where tears fall quietly and the river softly speaks. Two broken hearts, too tender to weep, lost in the shadows of the love we couldn't keep. Heartbreak beneath the willow by the creek. Maybe someday the willow will hear a different song of forgiveness in the moonlight and a love still holding strong. But tonight we stand divided where we once stood cheek to cheek. Heartbreak beneath the willow by the lonely, lonesome creek. Heartbreak beneath the willow by the creek, where the past still whispers every time we meet. If the good Lord's willing, love might find its feet. But for now we leave our sorrow in the place so bittersweet. Heartbreak beneath the willow by the creek. I boarded that train at sunrise, chasing dreams beyond our town. But every clatter of those steel rails feels like the echoes of what I let down.
Your tears were falling softly as the whistle cried deep,
and I rode steel rails to the love I couldn't keep. I watched that old train vanish through the morning silver haze, hoping somehow you'd look back with the heart you had in younger days.
But the platform felt colder when I realized love can't compete with a man riding steel rails to the love you couldn't keep.
Steel rails roll on, carrying our pain across the lonely valleys, through miles of rain. No matter how far those restless wheels sweep, they carried you away from the love you couldn't keep. Nights in distant cities don't shine like your front porch light, and I've tried to drown the memories in the noise of downtown nights.
But the truth keeps pulling at me in a silence too steep.
I rode steel rails
to the love I couldn't keep.
I still said one place at supper, like the nights before you'd leave, pretending you're out working and not just gone because you need
a life far from the promise that once ran warm and deep, while you chase steel rails from the love you couldn't keep.
Steel rails roll on, carrying our pain across the lonely valleys, through miles of rain. No matter how far those restless wheels sweep, they carried you away from the love you couldn't keep. Maybe someday the whistle will call your heart back home, and these tracks that stole our story will guide you where you're known.
But until that train returns, my nights are yours to keep.
Though you rode steel rails to the love you couldn't keep. Steel rails roll on, but I still believe love can find its way through the miles you grieve, if the good Lord